Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Bug, back after a nearly 4-hour live stream. I'm pretty tired, but I had a break, had a shower, had breakfast of sorts, a couple of donuts, and yeah, right, we're ready again. Got my tea, that's all that matters. So we left off not being able to buy this because of that. That sucks, because we're not far off it, but we can make some money. Now, what we need to do is I mean, we could want to right, you know what might be the best option? Get to Jeju. You know what? Actually, I have got the best idea ever. We need to make more money so we can buy that and one of them. Right? Because then we can start building depots and things. Right, that is the plan. Right, we're going to buy one of them and a depot, and we're going to build the depot. That is our next thing to do. Okay, so to do this, we are going to need some, well, money for a start. I think the best way to make money, we could do, in fact, somebody said in the comments of the last episode about the old contract run that Cap created, and somebody's modified it to milk. Let's do one of those, because we already know the Atlas can make it. I'm not entirely convinced that the tankers will fit on the new Atlas, though. So we're going to have to pray to the Motortown lords that will that will work. I'm just going to quickly rush there, so let's just get that over and done with, and then we can start. Right. So, let's get our... I mean, that's wrecked, so that can just be ghosted. Let's get our Atlas. Knew the name would come to me sooner or later. And let's see how many tankers we can load it up with. I'm pretty sure you can only get 2 on here. I'm pretty sure that is not lined up. So let's have another go at this. There we go. About here somewhere, maybe a bit further back. Out there. Now, we're going to need Tabor. Lead. Don't want blue. Don't want blue. Yeah, black works. Pull that forward. You all the way forward. Get the legs up while we're there. You all the way forward. Although, like I said, I'm pretty sure this isn't going to work. I think the Atlas is too long. Need a matching colour, please. Come on. Oh, for God's sake. Really? Well, that's a new colour. There we go. Come on, please fit. Oh, that sucks. Try that again. All the way forward for you. Come on, please. Beg you to fit. Wrong trailer. Oh, come on. It really wants me to have a red one. Wait, do these even come in black? I assume they come in the same colour. Oh, there we go. I need to back this up a smidge. And get to my door, that'd be great. Oh! Oh, it does fit. I honestly thought it wouldn't. That makes me happy. Should have tried a Tanko 40. Right. Now, first things first. Let's sleep here, I think. And make it daylight. That's close enough. Now let's go and fill these big old girls up. Right to the very top. We're going to do the contract loop, basically. So anybody who's new to the channel and hasn't seen it, what it is about... Oh, hang on. I just realised something. That should not be up. There we go. It's just a loop of contracts where you pick up and drop off over and over again. So we need to go distance nearest first. It's not all about the money, so don't worry about that. And we've only got 50 available, so we do need to wait for some more to spawn there, which is going to take a minute, so I'll do that off camera. Back in a sec. Right, there we go. We've got the remaining 12, albeit at a slightly lower rate, but that doesn't matter, because that is not what we're worried about at all. So, I was gone for quite some time, and apparently it takes quite a long time for 12 to respawn. And now we're going to head down to Noxan, then we're going to refill after we've unloaded, and then we're going to head over to 3 Water. Then we're going to head up to here, to the ranch. We're going to grab some milk, and then we're going to drop that off at the cheese factory. Now that is the contract loop. Each time you can pick up a new contract, each time you stop, and that's 3 contracts each time, so that will be 9 contracts for equal value, 58,000 a time, each time. So that is going to net up. Wow, we're at 79 tons. That's a lot. So, what was I saying? Completely lost my train of thought there. Oh, yeah. So 9 contracts at 58 grand a time works out to around about $500,000, nearly $500,000 anyway. It's not a cheat, it's not an exploit, and there is nothing wrong with it. It's literally just part of the game. So there is no reason to say that it's unfair. Everybody can do it. Not running any mods whatsoever. It is literally just grab a truck that's got some power and some traction, load up 3 of these trailers, and get delivered. Right, first thing we need to do is get some fuel because we are low. I don't want to be running on emergency fuel at all, unless I absolutely have to, of course. Just speed that up. There we go. Right, we're full. Let's GTFO. Oops, it's something there. We'll be using these 3 same trailers for the whole journey. Nothing needs to be changed. Is he going to let me go? He is actually letting me go. Nice. Going to have a little bit of inside view. Feel like I'm a much better driver on inside view. Feels more realistic, so I feel like I know when to brake and slow down and stuff. You get more of a sense of what's needed. Take it a bit wider. Oh, look at that. Didn't even touch the grass. Beautiful. Alright, let's have a little indication here. Looks like we're good to go. Well, didn't even see that. Oh, hang on. Oh, apparently we need to go straight on. Alright, my bad. I thought we were going left. Sorry, people. Yep, don't worry. It's been a while since I've done this loop, so... Let's get the old Jake brake on, ready for when we're going down the hills. And somebody got confused about the Jake brake the other day. Having it on doesn't mean that it's active. So it only activates when you let off the throttle or press the brake pedal. The Jake brake is completely inactive until that point. So you can have it on the whole time you're driving, it won't slow you down. Until you want it to, obviously. But yeah. So don't worry about that. It's hope. You know what? I might actually do this on autopilot just for this first little bit. There you go. Then I can speed it up because we've got so much to do today. I don't want to run out of time before we've got everything done. Here we go. You can hear the Jake brake kicking in now. And I've just realised my bloody steering wheel's done it again. I don't know why it keeps doing it. It's so annoying. Go. That's fixed it. It's annoying having to do that every day, but whatever. Right. Noxan, first contract. We've got plenty of money, so we don't have to worry about that, and we'll never have to worry about money ever again after this. So let's just take note of how much money I've got. I've got 165,000. And then let's have a look at the end of the day, or at the end of this round. That's the first one done. Now the second one. Come on. And now the third one. Come on. They're going to make it. Oh, just about. Oh, come on. There you go. Boom. 3 contracts. Done. So we went from 165,000 to 318,000 in one delivery. Oh, hang on. What am I doing? I forgot to load back up. Oh, that was accelerating a bit quickly. Empty. Ah, crap. Hey, come on, get some grip. Get a grip, Atlas, get a grip. Right, I'm stuck. Let's go to that one. And at least we're going down the hill. Right. Pick up delivery. Now we want to go specifically to 3 Water Factory. So 3 Water is right there. There is only 50 available, even though I've dropped off 104, apparently. Well, there was already some in here, but yeah. Let's get that loaded, and then all we've got to do is wait for that to respawn again. There we go. That only took about a minute and a half, and 3 Water Factory has respawned. Let's get the remaining 12. And now we can head out. Nothing coming. Not that Bug cares. Into that camera. Let's do this. Why not set up a button to enter the camera? Fair enough. A nice short journey, 4.3 miles. For the amount of money it pays, that is considered very, very short. Oh, wobbly all over the place. What are we doing for driver level? We're at 106 right now. But seeing as we've got nothing but time on this drive, let's have a little chat about a brand new Motortown series that is coming tomorrow. Well, no, today, because this is tomorrow's video for me. So, yeah, if you're watching this at the time of launch, then in around 8 hours from now, there is going to be episode 1 of a brand new series. So don't miss that. It's going to be a little bit different because it's going to be live stream only. There is not going to be any pre-recorded. There's going to be between 2 to 3, maybe more episodes a week. And it's all going to be done in the Mr. Bugs Infested server, not to be confused with Bugsville. I cannot stress this enough. Bugsville is nothing to do with me or anybody I... Well, I do know the owner of Bugsville, but he's not me. To my knowledge, nobody I know plays in there, because obviously we've got our own thing going on. Don't get me wrong, it's still a good server to play in, but whenever anything happens that needs admin attention in there, I seem to get a lot of messages about that. So I just wanted to reiterate, there's nothing to do with me. I cannot help with anything that happens in there. So if you've got a problem with another player, or if something's broken and needs fixing, or something needs despawning, literally nothing I can do about it. I've said it many, many times. I think Bugs himself, the owner of that one, has actually said it a few times in his own Discord. Still, people get confused. It's not a major problem, but, you know, just direct your question to the correct person. That will help you out much, much quicker. So, yeah, that being said, Mr. Bugs Infested server, that's my server. Well, not physically mine, but, yep, that's the server you'll find me in. And that is where that new series is going to be played in. So anybody who wants to come and play along, maybe even help me out when I fall over and get stuck, have at it. However, I must say, while I'm recording in there, if you do come and play along, please don't do what people have done in the past. Just try and get in the video by doing anything possible, including annoying me. Sitting next to me doing donuts while I'm trying to do an intro or an outro or something, it's not going to get you praised in the video. It's going to get you shouted at. It'll get on my tits. So be in the video by all means. Like if I'm doing a long run or something, jump in the passenger seat, or, you know, grab the same run as me and follow me down, do a convoy with me. More than happy to play with every single one of you. I'm not excluding anybody, but just please have some respect for the video when you're near me. I can't be dealing with listening to horns and revving engines while someone's doing donuts and burnouts next to me. It's very distracting. It makes me screw up. And if I'm doing it live, which this will be the first time I do Motortown live, then I really don't need that distraction. So, I mean, I am an admin, so I will kick you if you do it. But yeah, you're being warned now. So nobody can say they haven't been warned. There will also be a warning up on screen for anybody who hasn't seen this episode first. So yeah, just wanted to get that out there because it happens almost every time I try and play in a thingy, in the server and, you know, recording. This is why I'm doing this series mainly in single player, because it's just easier. I don't have to edit out little clips of people being annoying. It is only a few people. It's not many. I think there's only probably 3 people that have done it in the past, but it happened to be the same people over and over again, just trying anything they can just to get in the video, and it's not the best way to do it. Like I said, come and do a convoy with me, or if you're bored and don't want to do anything, just, you know, sit in the passenger seat. You know, do whatever you want to do, just do it quietly. Because I can't edit anything out of the live stream. Once it happens, and it'll be so much harder to deal with then. So normally it's, you know, it can be fixed in post, but there is no post for a live stream. So this is why I've kind of avoided doing multiplayer live streams, because I can't regulate what goes on. The same as people swearing in the chat. I can't regulate that. I can tell people not to, but I always tell people not to. They still do. So I will try my hardest to keep it clean for the whole family, but what other people do, out of my hands. Anyway, that's enough of that. So yeah, come along today, sorry. Details are in Discord, so... Ooh, that was close. Yeah, details are in Discord under the announcements section. A time that I will be going live, how long for, roughly, because obviously I can't completely say how long an episode's going to last. I can't just quit a job halfway through, so it will be roughly a 90-minute live stream, so 90-minute episodes. However, it may be cut shorter if I have something to do. It may go on longer if I've got nothing to do after that, or if I'm just really into it and something's happening. So yeah, that's the basics of it. I'm not going to set any major challenges, but whoa, I was going so well until then. I'm not going to set any artificial difficulty. I'm just going to kind of go with it, but rather than having to wait until next episode to ask things for the audience, you'll have a chance there and then. So if I say, what car should I get, then you can tell me there and then, so it happens in real time rather than next episode or whatever. Also, color schemes and stuff. Everything I do is going to be viewer suggested. Whenever I earn money, whatever I spend that money on is going to be viewer suggested. Not viewer controlled, but viewer suggested. So that way I can tailor it to a little bit of everybody. Obviously, I'm not going to have the same person suggesting everything throughout the whole series, because that at that point that's a cameo, isn't it? I'll try and avoid that, but we'll try and get a little bit of everybody, so everybody gets a say in what goes on. And the main reason why I'm doing this is I'm getting a lot of questions on old videos on things like, oh, Bug, how do I do this? I've just watched this video and you did this. How do I do that? I can't remember. It's a long time ago. Like, some of these videos are like nearly a year old, and I'm like, I have no idea. Like, I'm going to have to watch the video back if I get time to try and remember what I did at the time. Whereas on the live stream, you can say, oh, how are you doing whatever you're doing now? And I can explain it there and then, which will make life so much easier. I want to try and get it to a point where the majority of the viewers are kind of in that kind of situation where they can all watch at the same time. I do get that a lot of people are going to be in bed at that kind of time. Some of them will be at work or at school or whatever. So you can catch up with all live streams. It is in a separate category. It's not under the videos bit, it's under the lives. So any previous live streams, you can see them. I'll have all the chat overlaid in the video so you can see like what questions I'm answering. I won't make it too weird. Right. One down. Grab a second one. I'm gonna have to come in at a different angle. Can't quite get there. Can I get... Ah, shit, I'm not gonna get around there. I didn't realise that brick wall was there. Right up close to this. Oh, or bounce off it, that works too. We go hard round now. Then we can just bounce up the curb, apparently. Yeah. Steering is optional. And I'm stuck. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Okay. Take two. Oh, that was only 1,500. Not the worst news I've had today. So let's go around this way instead and try and come in from the back angle. Unbelievable. Right. I think it's these high-load tyres. I think that's what's doing it. There we go. That should be fine. Should be able to get the rear trailer in there as well. Contract. Fuel 20. Signed. Sealed. Delivered. It's mine. Done. And no, we cannot load up anything here because this is where you get glass bottles from. If we deliver containers and pallets, we can get glass bottles though. Not going to bother doing that quite yet. So now we have finished the old contract loop. There was actually another option as well where you could take it a little bit further. So when you go to Noxan, you go from Noxan down to Was it Migium Log Warehouse, possibly, or something like that? And then you go from there to Thingy Ranch, Free Water Factory. But it takes a lot longer for the amount of money you get. It just turns out you can do 2 of these trips in pretty much the same time as you can do 1 of the longer trip. So you do make more money by doing this one twice. Anyway, we need to go up to the ranch now, so let's stick... Oh, really? I would have thought it would have been easier to go that way around. Or quicker anyway, not easier. Yeah, I'm going to go that way around. I feel like that will be faster. A little bit of a drift there. A little bit of opposite lock. We're all good. Right. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, like saying, it should be good, this series. If we can get interest in it, then it will remain, and I could possibly keep it going on for a nice long time. Obviously, if the views aren't too good, though, we might have to think about changing times that we're live, stuff like that. Because I've just done a couple of live streams over the last couple of days. Started at 9 a.m. or around about 9 a.m. and there weren't many people around at that kind of time of day. So we're going to go for 2 p.m. UK time, hoping that there's a few more people around that kind of time, because that is the time that you guys voted for in the poll. So fingers crossed, that should be nice and busy in there. But like I say, I'm going to be in the server anyway, so anybody that wants to play along, come and join me. We can make it a party. We can do some nice convoys. Never know, maybe even get a bunch of the admins involved in it as well. There's usually a few people on that kind of time of day. And I'm thinking possibly about live streaming race night from now on and going forward as well. Not entirely sure how that's going to work. Yeah, we'll think about that. Definitely should have... Yeah, because I'm not going to get out of here once these are loaded. I need to come in from a different angle. Because look, I'm already stuck and we're not even loaded yet. I need to hook around these trees, come in from that angle and get my wheels, my drive wheels, onto the actual road part. I think, for freak's sake, collision detected. Yeah, I collided with myself. Does that even count? Please tell me these trees... Yes, the trees are destructible. Right, there we go. We should... Up just a smidge. There we go. We should be alright to get out of there now. Right, we've got 100 available. We can only take 62 anyway, so that's all good. Take all of them. Thank you again to whoever it was that tipped me off about holding X to load up. So much easier. Yeah, see, look, perfect, because the wheels are on there. The Atlas 4x2 didn't want to do that. This one will. We go in front of the bus. It's going to be so slow for my liking. Yes. Oh man, this thing is so much nicer than the 4x2. Right, let me just drink some tea. I'm getting sore throat. Just been talking for like 4 hours straight. Oh man, my throat is sore. Get the old indicator on. People are actually stopping, so I'm going to take the opportunity, or the piss. Beautifully done. Now let's get up to that cheese factory and see how much money we make. Right, we are back. Here we go. Let's just very quickly have a little sleep. I'll make it a little bit more daylighty. Now, I've got the incredible task of trying to get these 3 buggers unloaded again. See what we can do. If I'm really sneaky, might be able to do a UE there. Milk 20. Get that one first. We're already up to 458 grand. Pretty much half a mil. Let's see what this last drop will do us. Right, 1 down. Can you turn these bitches? Can I disconnect, please? Where is the disconnect? Wait, which one? This one. Damn right I can. Alright, let's get this one out of it. There we go. Next contract, please. We're up to 514k now. It's one in. You know what I might do, actually? Disconnect that one now, just so it doesn't go too far forward. There we go. Payment received. Get this one out here. Oh, I did forget to get a thumbnail, so I am going to hook these buggers up. Just to make life a little bit easier for me in a minute. Getting 3 black ones was a nightmare. You down. You can go up now. Did I disconnect? No, I did not. Alright, 3rd contract. Boom, boom, and boom. I feel like we should have done that with the Tanko 40. Would have been good. Back me up, Scotty. Nailed it. Last one. Boom. There we go. 638 grand. So we are only 30 grand off of having half a mil from that. That is impressive. Now, what's going to be even more impressive is getting this lined up. Can I do it? Oh yeah, look at me go. I didn't really even think I could do that. Check me out. I've gone and did it. Now, we're not using this again. We are completely done with this now. From this point, we have just got 638 grand with 0 loan. So nothing to pay out of that. Straight back onto it. That hooked up. There we go. Yeah, 0 loans. And we can afford what we wanted to afford. I would like another campy. That would be great. But, whoa. But I don't know if there's going to be enough left in the budget. I can't remember how much that property costs. But we're going to need the depot and all sorts, so just going to get this lined up. Oh, for God's sake. I thought I was going to get this lined up, but apparently the game has other plans for me. There we go. Yeah, just going to get this lined up, do a quick thumbnail, and then we're going to head down and start spending all that money. So, I will quickly pause it here, and I'll see you down at the shop. Right, here we go. We are here, and I made another purchase while I was off camera. You may notice my bank balance is significantly lower now. So, I bought a depot, but I don't know if it actually makes any difference which one of these to buy. I'm going to buy this one. They're both exactly the same price. Let's buy that one. And we're going to put El Depot. I was pressing the wrong button, that'll be why it wasn't working. Let's put the depot all the way over to the left-hand side at the back. Done. Right. So we have... Where is the drop-off point? I think this is the drop-off point here. Yeah, it is. So we have a bunch of stuff to drop off. That's the stuff, and we can look at it from the map as well if we forget. We can just hover over it there, and it will tell us how much we delivered and how much we need. I'll just show again. Anybody who wants to read that, just pause it now. I also have a couple of parking spaces, so let's just drop them down right there. Well, one of them right there anyway, because the other one, we now have 290 grand left. Reason why I've got that amount left is because we need that campy. So we're taking this campy, but we still want to be able to teleport up here, so that's what the other parking space is for. I figured now was probably a good time to buy that other plot of land just down here. It's still close enough that we can do everything we need to do. Son of a bitch! I'm stuck on a rock. 180 purchased. I just want to see where I land when I teleport here. Let's teleport there. Okay, so this side. So what I'll do is I'll put it right there in that corner. I always press the wrong button. And now we can take the campy, repair it, and drop it off somewhere. Oh, look, there's a vehicle there. Looks like I might have purchased a vehicle around that area somewhere. We can drop that campy off up there, probably. Might be one of the better ideas. But for now, I do just want to repair it. So let's grab Ranchi, who also needs a repair and a refuel. Oi. Careful. I'll quickly refuel him and repair him as well as the campy. It's close. Let's get you filled up. Straight over here. soon we will be able to afford an Atlas. Dump truck, sorry. Change vehicle. Let's go with... Oh, I'd already repaired that one. Campy from Guanjin. Repair. Does anything else need a repair while we're at it? I don't think so. Oh yeah, a little bit. Oh look, we own a Lomax. It's almost as if we needed one. Let's get some wheels on. Oh, I've got Atlas wheels. I haven't got any spare Bolco wheels. That was probably a waste of money. Oh, they're... well, we're not selling this, so let's just keep them. Tyres, we are definitely going to need the heavy duty tyres. Won't be needing them, I don't think. And the main reason why we're buying it instead of borrowing it is because of this. We need the ramp and the cargo bed extensions. Brake power, I think 150 will do. Brake pads I'm not worried about. Spacers, definitely needed for this, for stability. We're running out of money rapidly. That's not good. We're going to need probably +5s. I think would probably be... 3s might be good enough. To be honest, the standard springs might be good enough. Let's see. Here we go. I'm not overly worried about dampers. Anti-roll bars, kind of important. And lastly, that just makes it slide rather than tip. Can we afford dampers? Ugh. Quite expensive. No, I'm going to skip the dampers. We've got everything we need. So let's paint her up in bug colours. There we go. Now, the most important thing for this is get that adjusted and get it to about there, maybe? That's a bit too much. Oh yeah, that was way too much. Out there. That should do it. Right, and you'll see why I'll need this in a second. Right, so, to build the depot, we need 10 concrete, 10 sand, some planks, so we're going to have to run logs. We need 2 H-beams, which are going to be the least fun part, I reckon. Oh, we can't see what's there, can we? And some plastic pipes. Plastic pipes, not really a major problem, although we do need to bring some oil from Sanho up to Geoji. There is a lot to be doing here, and I mean a lot. But I think the first thing we need to do is get down to the quarry, because we're going to have to run a lot of limestone. We're going to need to run limestone to the cement factory. Then we're going to have to run cement up to the concrete factory. Then, obviously, the cement down to there. We're going to need 10 of them, isn't it? Yeah, 10 of them. We can only haul 6 at a time. That's why we've got the Lomax. So we can get 2 borrowed cement mixers, one with 6 loaded, one with 4 loaded on the Lomax, and then do that in one trip. Same with sand, although sand we can just haul the what's it called? The Oldham trailer. So we are going to have to buy an Oldham trailer at some point in the very near future. In fact, we might need 2 of them. But we can strap 2 of those down to the back of the Lomax and carry 20. That will keep us going until we can afford an Atlas and a dolly, because an Atlas and a dolly will make life way easier. And to be honest, an Atlas, when we can afford it, will, for the most part, do a good job at taking over our main daily runnings. I mean, we won't have to use that all the time. There's plenty of other things we can be doing, but yeah, there's a lot to do. So we need, how much? 210? 210,000 for that. That is going to be... okay, can't climb up it. That is going to be one hell of a mission to get to that, because tomorrow's episode is going to be just running bits that we need for that, and none of them are really that profitable. They're mostly crap, actually. To be completely honest, yeah, they're crap for payments. But you never know, we might be able to get somewhere with it. But anyway, that is unfortunately all I've got time for today. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and definitely join me on the next one, because it's going to be epic. We are building the depot. Bye-bye for now.